Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, March 27th, 2024. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, I guess all of our news locally is going to pale in comparison to Baltimore's news about the Key Bridge. Anyhow, we do have some news, so let's get into it, shall we? The big story. Yesterday, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore collapsed following a collision with the Singapore-flagged container ship Dolly. The incident happened at about 1:30 a.m. Governor Wes Moore declared a state of emergency in Maryland, coordinating with U.S. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg, as well as Baltimore Mayor Brandon Scott and other local and federal officials. Emergency personnel from literally countless agencies are involved. 6 individuals were missing and an extensive search and rescue was initiated, but by late last night they were presumed dead. President Biden did promise to fund the replacement. There is speculation that it will take several weeks to remove the ship and clear the channel to allow the Port of Baltimore to resume operations. Construction of a new span could take up to 4 years. The Baltimore Banner is really on top of this and has a lot of up-to-the-minute updates. I do recommend you follow them. Some people ask me why it wasn't on the DNB yesterday. Well, here's a peek behind the curtain. I do record the DNB late in the evening before it releases. I do wake up at 5 a.m. to check the news to see if I need to make an update before the release at 6 a.m. This morning I did the same thing and I saw that the S had literally hit the fan overnight and I was unable to process it all, get my thoughts together, and add it in before it released. So it released without the news of the bridge collapse. In a timely and related piece, yesterday we let you know that the Anne Arundel and Annapolis Community Emergency Response Team, or AAACERT, had opened up registrations for its late spring 2024 basic training class. This is a 20-hour course aimed at training volunteers in emergency response. It'll take place from April 26th through the 28th at the Fire Training Academy in Millersville, culminating in a disaster simulation on May 5th. Participants who complete the training will receive national certification and the opportunity to join Anne Arundel and Annapolis CERT. You want more details? You go to AAACERT.org. That is AAACERT.org. Meanwhile, in Annapolis, the police responded to 2 separate shooting incidents. The first incident happened in the 700 block of Newtown Drive on March 20th, with no victims or property damage found. The second incident was March 22nd, involving a shooting in the 1900 block of Copeland Street, where a bullet had penetrated the window to a home. In educational news, Annapolis Middle School, in collaboration with Charting Careers, successfully hosted their annual Career Day on March 7th. The event featured nearly 40 professionals, including alumni, sharing their career experiences with 7th grade students. Charting Careers Executive Director Aaron Snell really highlighted the importance of mentorship and community engagement in guiding students' future career choices. And as I mentioned yesterday, I did speak with Kurt Griffey from Revisting Creedence about their upcoming show on April 16th at Maryland Hall. We dropped that bonus pod yesterday afternoon, so do give that a listen. And if you are a Creedence fan, this is the show for you, and tickets are still available. You can get them at ramsheadonstage.com or at marylandhall.org. Speaking of podcasts, up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, and I need to get my editing butt in gear and prepare it, Token, a cool newish game store in Edgewater. And by now, you know the drill. Please let your friends, neighbors, and colleagues all know about our daily news recap email. It's free. It comes to your inbox every night at 7 p.m. and will keep you up to speed on all the top local news stories. And it's paywall free. Alrighty, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you and also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief: Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, and Hospice of the Chesapeake. So now you just need to hang tight because George Young from DCMD VA Weather is standing by with the only locally forecasted weather report you will find, and Bridget, also known as BeeprBuzz, is here with Annapolis After Dark. Anyhow, all that's coming up in just a bit, so stick around.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be, so you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, March 27th. It was another pretty nice weather day for the Annapolis region yesterday, but it's back to clouds and more rain today and possibly tomorrow as well, ahead of a return of sunshine Friday through the weekend. Expect rain today with a chance of a few thunderstorms as well, with highs in the mid-50s or so, with another chance for rain tomorrow, though there's a chance the rain could stay south and east of Annapolis and Baltimore and not interfere with Orioles opening day Thursday afternoon, as highs will be in the low to mid-50s with breezy north winds. From there, it'll be sunny skies Friday through Sunday with breezy highs Friday right around the 60-degree mark, with mid or upper 60s likely both Saturday and Easter Sunday. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and X for weather updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham, where appointments are not necessary. Mac Medics is an Apple-authorized service provider. Mac Medics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Mac Medics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Mac Medics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Mac Medics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, March 27th through Sunday, March 31st. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the Facebook posts and all websites with changes and cancellations, so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Sean Owen will be solo at Middleton Tavern. Irish traditional music session with Peter Andrew Bryce returns to Galway Bay on Maryland Avenue. Dan Haas is back at Dark Horse, but this time he's a trio. And around the county, Larry Lay is back on the keys at Brian Baru with the happy hour that lasts as long as he does. Joey Fitz will be at Langways in Crofton, and Mallow Hill Duo will be at Mother's in Arnold. Thursday, get to the point for Dan Haas. Around the county, Jennifer Shimp will be at Blackwell Barn and Lodge in Gambrels. Loose Change is back at Killarney House in Davidsonville. Up in the Dena, Brent Austin Dunn will be at the office. And under my other things to do, Trivia with Trivia Maryland returns to Firm Brewing in the Crofton Gambrels area. Weekend music. DJ Manila will be on the ones and the twos at Federal House both Friday and Saturday nights. Friday night music start with Happy Hour with Dana B at Blackwall Hitch and stay for Mosaic. Pretty Big Deal will be downstairs at Middleton Tavern. Around the county, Miggs Country Music will be at Severna Park Tap House in Severna Park. And down the road, the Highland Brothers will be at Brian Baru. Up in the Dina, Lauren and Rusty Duo will be at Pit Stop Pub. The Tommy McGee Band will be at the Irish Pub next door. And over on the shore, Josette and Bill will be at Bridges. Saturdays start with brunch with Ben Heemstra of Ben and the Bee Band at Cooper's Tavern in Edgewater. In Annapolis, Josette and Bill will be at Graduate Annapolis Hotel in the Trophy Room. Loop of Boom Trio will be at Middleton Tavern downstairs. Bootleggers and Baptists will be at Dark Horse. Scorpion Rose will be at Blackwall Hitch. And Marin Trip Band will be at Santa Joe's. Around the county, Meerkat Nation will be at Romulo's in Severna Park. Nate Finn will be inside at Santa Joe's Riverside. And up in the Dina, Red Buddy and the Ruckus will be at Rumoreel in Pasadena. Easter Sunday Music. Stephen Henson will be at Galway Bay on Maryland Avenue. And end the night with Michael K. of Pretty Big Deal at Santa Joe's on West Street. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com, AnnapolisMusic.us, and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add all three websites to the homepage on your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Is all this talk of inflation making you uneasy? Me too, especially the uncertainty. How bad will it eat into my future purchasing power? Well, don't feel helpless because solar energy can give you some financial control. By installing and owning your solar system, you can lock out electricity cost inflation by locking in your electricity price for more than 25 years. Many of our inflation-fighting clean energy systems offset 100% of the annual electricity demands. Customers frequently add electric vehicle charging and backup batteries to their solar projects, providing them inexpensive auto fuel and additional energy security for the home. Freeze energy inflation in its tracks by committing to affordable, clean solar energy. Call us today at 410-923-6090 or visit us at solarsaves.net. But don't wait another minute. Sunshine's a wasted.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.